I got an email the other day that pointed out an event coming up, something that maybe you want to get involved in, and I think you should. It's called Spruce Up Day, and the woman who sent me that email is sitting right here in the studio with me. Helen, how are you?
Very good, Riley. Thank you for
You brought a friend with you, too.
I brought a buddy. I brought my husband, Ernie Redfern. He's going to be the site supervisor for a marathon of planting at the roundabout at Main and Auburn.
Outstanding. Well, Ernie, thanks for coming in, too.
Thank you.
It's a delight
Thanks
to
for
see
having
both.
us.
Oh, I'm glad to. All right. Now, this is going to take place, this coming weekend. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. May 11th is Spruce Up Day, the day before Mother's Day.
Yep.
Good idea. You know, get out. You're going to be around anyway, gathering, getting things ready for Mother's Day. Why not do something that, well, you and Mom and everybody else can be proud of? What do we do on Spruce Up Day, and where do we do it?
Well, if you think this is just going to be a bunch of people, local community members running around with wheelbarrows and shovels, it's a little bit bigger than that.
Yes, it seems to be.
Yeah, we're moving, to give you an idea, 70 cubic yards of dirt into that area. That's 4 40-foot semis.
Because anybody's ever had a yard of mulch delivered, and how long that takes to distribute.
And
we're talking serious.
Yeah, we're going to do 25 yards of mulch in addition to that. And it's been amazing because this is 100% funded by the citizens. The city has been extremely supportive of us, but they have really allowed us to take this to a different level. And we're very appreciative of the Rockford Police Department and the Public Works, who have been excellent. That area, if you know about it, has really not been maintained over the last couple of years. You know, the ornamental grass.
Basic maintenance has been done, but this area needs a lot of love. Basically, the road salt and the extreme cold weather kills the perennials right at the circle and on the median strips and the end caps. So we, although perennials look good on paper, the only way to infuse color there is to do a whole heck of a lot of intense planting of annuals. There are spots for perennials, and we will cover those, but it just has to be a very strategic, concerted effort. And people, you asked where they could show up. They could show up on the northwest quadrant, the First Midwest Group property. They are being very kind and letting us use that from this Thursday on to May the 19th, when we'll have a rededication ceremony. So people can walk to that corner if they're in the neighborhood, or they could park on one of the side streets near that northwestern end of the area and show up in front of the giant white tent, and then we will assign them to planting teams from there. And it's not a problem if you don't have a green thumb or you don't know how to stick a plant into the ground. We are going to have master gardeners there to teach people how to do this.
Kind of like, it doesn't matter if you can cook or not. If you can follow a recipe and follow instructions, you can get this done.
Basically, that's it.
Perfect, yeah. I don't know how this root bowl goes. Well, this guy does. Just do what he tells you to do, and you're in business.
Remember, it's not just a roundabout. There's the median strips on Main Street that are north and south of the roundabout. All that's being done at the same time. Plus, there are 25 flower boxes on Auburn Street between the roundabout and the Rock River.
They're built into the sidewalks.
They're 4 feet by 12 feet. All of those are being done. So it's a little over 6,000 square feet of actual planting we'll be doing. And to give you an idea of how many plants we've actually procured, it's just under 6,000 annuals. And then a little over 650 perennials.
Wow.
Yeah, it's we're going to need people. We've got everything planned. I mean, it's all laid out. The one thing that is the unknown is getting people out there to help us.
Right. If you happen to get a little sprinkle while you're doing it, it's watering it while you do it. You're helping there. But with all of these plants sitting around and these yards and yards of dirt and mulch that you're talking about, they don't move themselves.
No.
This is where we need the volunteer effort. Yeah. And I love the fact you point out, you don't need to know exactly what you're doing with this kind of stuff. You follow some instructions and show up with the attitude of, I want to help. That'll carry the day.
It's the can-do spirit.
And I think that, this is a project that is the first time I've been in like this type of a project. And I got to tell you, is that, this has done really Rockford proud. I mean, the support that we have gotten from businesses, from the community. You need 70 yards of dirt? No problem, we'll give it to you. Oh, you need to have it moved to a location? No problem, we'll do it. Oh, you need skid steers, 7 of them, to move this around? No problem. Different businesses have done that. So
How really gratifying is that to hear?
It is really gratifying. I'm a veteran. We talked about our fathers, both were veterans. And I think that, what our hope is that this will show veterans that this community cares. If just for a fleeting moment, that they'll see something beautiful and say, you know what, this was done for me, then everything has been worth it.
Yeah, and you know it runs deeper than just a fleeting moment, too, and that's the important part of all of it. Yep. That's really cool. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Spruce Up Day, May 11th, day before Mother's Day. Man, the scope of this project, like you said when we first started, this is a big, big deal going on, and if you want to make that area beautiful, the best time, let's get into some specifics. What time should people show up? And exactly where?
Exactly where. The northwestern corner of the roundabout. It's this parcel of land that belongs to First Midwest Group. They are letting us use that as our headquarters. On Thursday, there will be a giant white tent going up.
Can't miss it. Okay.
And we're asking the volunteers to show up at 8 a.m. on Friday. Now, you don't have to show up at that point. If your child has an activity in the morning, as our alderman's
You're not going to send someone away for getting there at 8:45.
Yes, for example, the 3rd Ward Alderman, Chad Tuneberg, our alderman, has an event with his son that morning. He is showing up right afterward.
But he promises when he gets there to do the work of 30 men. I know, Chad. He'll do the work of 30 men or your money back.
So that's basically the idea. We have people messaging us on Facebook saying, hey, I work the night shift. I can't get there till 1 p.m. That's fine, too.
You mentioned Facebook. Where can people go on Facebook to learn more about this?
Search for Friends of Veterans Memorial Circle. You can follow the day-to-day progress on this project that started a few months ago. You can follow it there. We have an Instagram account, not quite as robust, but you can still check that out at Beautifying Veterans Circle on Instagram. And the whole shebang, all our history is on rockford.youtube.org. That's our website.
Spruce Up Day comes up on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. So, what's your mom says, what have you been up to? Well, I've been beautifying. It's what I've been doing. I've been making a piece of this city look great again. I love the idea. You guys have put a lot into this, going to put a lot more into this, obviously. The one thing that this all hinges on is help.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. One of the things that we did is we did this Adopt a Perennial program where people would be able to go to either Didier's or the Village Green in North Main, and you can buy a perennial, and what will happen is that they will keep it. We're gonna all pick it up, and then we will. There's a form you fill out, and we will tag it. And on our website, you will see where your perennial was.
You can buy this in memory of or in honor of.
Almost like a stone.
Yeah,
it's almost like it's a plant.
Yeah, and it's a plant. And we thought that we thought that as an idea as we were going on to supplement our perennials that we were planning, especially on the main on the median strips, and it really has been a good program for us, and it gives also people an opportunity to kind of do something that's they'll be able to see,
and not just in honor of or in memory of a veteran themselves, family members go to war as well.
Yes,
Ernie and I purchased to test the bugs in the system. We filled out a form at one of these greenhouses, and we adopted a perennial, Erna Borling, General Borling's wife, who, bless her heart, for years did not know what was happening with her husband when he was a prisoner of war.
Given his circumstances, how difficult was that? None of us can wrap our head around that one.
No.
That's really, really cool. All right, we're just about out of time, but once again, Spruce Up Day, you're going to want to be there. You get over to Facebook again, and you look where?
Friends of Veterans Memorial Circle.
And you'll find a bunch of information. You'll see some photos. You look them up on Instagram as well. You'll get an idea of the scope of this beautiful project that you can be part of and make things better. What haven't I asked you that you want people to know about? What have we missed that is intrinsic to getting this done?
We are prepared to feed 400 people, and not just little snacks. We're talking serious food.
That ought to do it.
Helen's Creek.
Helen's Creek. Well, I don't need to know another thing other than I know the food will be good. I know the food will be good. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate the effort that's behind this and all the people. And when I say thank you to you, I mean to everybody who's with you and helping on this one. I hope you have more people than you know what to do with on this event.
Same here, right?
But and give us a call and check in. Let's find out how things are going with this. I'd love to see a huge effort and have this turn out just the way you'd like it to look.
Thank you.
Have a great week. All right. Yeah, Spruce Up Day coming up on Saturday.